Hello, relatives. Welcome to this week's Schlagbite for the week June 27th, 2011. Last week ended one of the most unusual crime scenes in American history. More than 50 people crawled into a make-believe Native American sweat lodge, and 3 of them died inside. Participants paid self-proclaimed financial and spiritual guru James Arthur Ray up to $10,000 for a 5-day retreat that would make them spiritual warriors. What they bought was a motivational speaker and salesman by profession who promised a safe, life-enhancing journey of discovery. This learning process came with a steep price, both financially and personally. Participants had to trust Ray completely, to place themselves in his hands and do whatever it is that he told them, which included how much they ate and drank, to keep up the grueling pace and how to respond to the increasingly intense demand. These were well-educated, competent people who stayed in that make-believe ceremony even as they got sick and collapsed. Over 3 months, his defense attorneys argued that Ray never physically prevented anybody from leaving. They all knew that it was dangerous and signed waivers acknowledging that fact. So why did these bright people not pay attention to their crippling distress? So I've blogged about this before, and I don't want to talk about it endlessly, but in summary, participants said that Ray made it clear that leaving the lodge would be a dishonorable exit. It would be some failure in their spiritual courage. Ray's lawyers maintained that these deaths were a regrettable accident. But after 3 months of testimony, the jury knew who and what James Ray was, and they knew what he did. They knew that he was not trained or initiated to run sacred Native American ceremonies. They knew he did not have the medical knowledge to recognize when people were in trouble, and they knew that he ignored all the warning signs of impending death. It took the jury less than 9 hours to find him guilty of negligent homicide. They said James Ray contributed to the deaths of Kirby Brown, age 88, Liz Newman, age 49, and James Shore, who was 40. Ray is going to be sentenced this week. He'll probably serve some prison time, although as a first-time offender, it may not be much. How much time he gets is far less important to me than if he would just stand up and take the warrior's path by acknowledging his responsibility rather than taking the coward's way of blaming others. Will he tell the families of his victims, "I know I presented myself, my skills and experience in a grossly exaggerated light. I know that I made promises that exceeded my capacity to fulfill. I will live with my complicity in the deaths of your family members who were also my friends and whose trust I betrayed. I pray that I might find forgiveness in their eyes and in yours." But I think he won't do it. Because throughout the trial, James Arthur Ray has continued to offer advice on the internet and social networking sites. It's clear it doesn't matter how long this con artist is going to be out of commission. James Ray will resurface with another program, one that will appeal to a waiting audience looking for another secret to enlightenment. I'm hoping this is going to be Ray's lasting legacy. And that is, be careful before you make a leap of faith and place yourself in somebody's hands. There are lots of good, credible, authentic guides and healers out there. But there are also lots of charlatans. Do diligence. Do not surrender your life into somebody else's hands unless you know them by more than just their words. And know that no true spiritual guide or healer will ever tell you to ignore your truth and to follow only theirs. So those are my thoughts for this week. Have a great week. Stay connected to those who fill you with joy and love and allow you to enjoy the journey in peace. Have a great week. I say this for all my relations. Mitakuye.